Great seeing my next guest back in action. It's Jalin Turner, who's going to be fighting at UFC 266 on September 25th. Jalin, how's it going, man?
Going pretty good, man. Enjoying the day.
Good to hear. Glad I'm getting you on a good day. It's been a bit since we've seen you in the cage. You haven't fought since last year. What's been the reason for the layoff? I imagine some injuries, maybe some difficulty getting fights. What's been the reason?
And it's been a little bit of everything. Injuries, not getting fights, almost getting fights, then getting injured. Man, it's been a long road. Excuse me. It's been a long road trying to get back to the octagon. So finally here.
Good stuff. When would you have liked to have fought? Like, if you had some injuries, when were you able to sort of get back into training, and when were you sort of looking to fight?
Honestly, I wanted to fight like right after my last fight. I ended up, I got injured after that. I got injured in that fight. That set me back a few months. And then, dude, I was ready to go like January, February, ended up getting another injury. Then after that, I was like set back, like, dude, I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been ready multiple times. Like, setbacks happen. Yeah,
and a lot of momentum going in here, right? Winner of, I think, 3 of your last 4. Has there been anything in particular that you attribute this winning streak to, or is it just sort of your evolution as a fighter?
Just my evolution as a fighter, getting used to being under the lights in the UFC. Just growing with the organization and finally getting into my rhythm, getting in my groove, my comfort zone.
Good stuff. Well, let's talk about your opponent here. 7-0. What do you know about him? How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel like I match up against him really well. He's 7-0, coming off a contender series. Got 1 win in the UFC. A good finish. He's a striker, kickboxer. Trains at Kings. That's about as much as I know. That's all I need to know is from pretty much.
Coaches sort of deal with the game plan and all that, I'm assuming, and all that. Because he's at Kings, I was going to ask you about that, actually. Is there anyone, do you have any mutual friends or anyone that trains over there that knows him or anything? I know California's pretty big, but the odd time you'll get that when you're training at different gyms. I
don't know anybody that knows him personally, but it's funny because Vittori had asked me to train with him for his Israel camp, and I ended up not going. And, it's ironic that I ended up fighting a guy from that gym anyway. So.
Oh, there you go. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And then what about your training camp? What's that looking like leading into this fight?
My training camp has been crazy. It's been up and down. It's been the last couple weeks have been amazing, though. But the start of it was shitty. Man, getting the ball rolling was hard. But now I got everything flowing, and I feel great. Like, I can't wait for this fight. I had my friend Ozzy come out, and he helped me with some details for the camp, and got a good relationship going there. So, man, it's been awesome. I've been really blessed, like crazy blessed.
How has it been with the restrictions in California? Because that's a complaint I hear from a lot of fighters, so much so that I see a lot of California fighters moving elsewhere because of the restrictions. So how's that impacted you?
Honestly, I haven't even really noticed the restrictions at this point.
Good,
I've been going through a normal training camp however I can,
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Who are you getting to work with? You mentioned one of your training partners there. Who else are you getting to put time in with as far as bodies in the gym?
I had my buddy Malik come out. He helped me a lot. Good body. I've just been getting work with guys down in Millennia, sparring over there. But honestly, everything for me, this camp has just been fine-tuning everything I've already been doing the last year. That's it. I don't really need too much sparring or too much how to
spar. It's a matter of just refining those little tools. Why take the damage in the gym when you're might take it in the fight, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I've taken enough damage. I've been injured too many times already, so I'm good.
Yeah, well, you've also fought some killers. I mean, I always remember you had to fight Luque in your debut, and it's that's not an easy task for a lot of people up a weight class as well. So, there you go. I think that's smart to sort of, reel back a little bit when it comes to the training and all that. On that note, I still think you're the biggest lightweight I've ever seen in my life. How is the cut going ahead of this matchup?
Cut's always good. My weight's actually been really good. I haven't been stressed out about it at all. Started this camp, I was super light, and that's what I was like, oh shit, how am I so light already? And got on some heavy conditioning, put a little bit more weight on. So it's been fluctuating a bit, but as far as I guess ideal is right where I need it to be. So I'm not worried about the cut.
Do you do like meal prep or anything, or do you make your own food?
Yeah, I do meal prep. I work with Always Ready Meals. They set up my food for me.
So much easier, right? It's like
Always,
one less thing you have to think about. You don't have to rely on either cooking your own meals or getting your girl to do it. I mean, it's tough, right? So I can understand that for sure. What about experience? I mean, you got 15 fights. He's got 7. I know he's got some other sort of things outside of MMA, but how much do you factor that in? Because you're a guy that started the sport pretty early and you sort of picked up those reps early on. How much of an advantage is that?
It's a huge advantage. Honestly, like I love fighting undefeated fighters. That's like one of my favorite things to do is take away that It's all going to play a factor. It's MMA. He has, really good kickboxing accolades, and that's fun. I love to strike too, but, at the end of the day, like wherever the fight goes. I feel like I have the advantages. Being in the octagon more times for a longer period of time. I'm pretty sure like majority of his wins are like first round finishes anyway. I was at that point before all my wins were first round finishes, so we'll see how he handles the deep waters.
Who's going to be in the cage with you that night as far as your corner?
My coach Anthony Gonzalez, Sean Ruiz, and then my friend that just came out, Ozzy. I don't know how to say his last name.
I know who you're talking about, actually. Yeah, last name starts with a D. Is that who you're training with? Yeah, I've heard him. I think he fought in World Series of Fighting. I think I'm trying to remember. Yeah, the name sounds familiar. So there you go. I was half right. We're both half right here. How do you see the fight playing out on the 25th? How do you envision the fight going down?
Man, this has been one of those fights where I see it going my way so many different ways. Man, I can't even give you a prediction. Mm-hmm. It's either going to be, I don't like to deny my first round finish, but it's either going to be first or third for sure.
Yeah, don't get paid by the hour. You might as well get out of there when you can, right? So that makes sense.
Always. Yeah, in and out.
Do you want to get one more fight in this year? Is that kind of what you're looking at just because of the layoff going into this one? Or you just want to take this fight and assess and then figure it out?
My goal, my last fight was to get right back in there. And then, I ended up taking a year off. So, I'm going to just...
You should just say you don't want to fight and then you'll get a fight. There you go. That'll work out that way maybe.
Yeah, win one and then go to the next one.
But it's also kind of sucks too, right? Just the timing of the year, because you're fighting here in September. We've got, Thanksgiving and Christmas, like all this stuff coming up that you have to miss sometimes. I know you get paid if you fight, but still, it's kind of the timing. I can understand for some fighters, it's like, maybe I'll just wait till January and, enjoy myself for the holidays, right?
Yeah, but then my son's birthday is December 20th, so I need some Christmas money.
Yeah, so there you go. That too. Good time of the year. My birthday's on the 31st, so I know it's good. People are like, do you get shafted because of Christmas? No, it's the opposite. You get a good Christmas, then no matter what, I know I'm going to get something good for my birthday if I didn't get it on Christmas, right? So that's how I look at it. But in his case, he gets something a little bit early, and then he gets Christmas, right?
Yep, gotta get both of them.
That's good. How's fatherhood going, by the way? I was going to ask you about that. How old's the little one now? I was trying to remember. Last time I think we spoke just a couple months, I think.
Yeah, my daughter's 2. My son will be 4 in December. Fatherhood has been crazy. It's been good. It's been really, it's been rewarding. It's been, it makes life harder. It makes the game harder. But, I love it. It's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a father. It's been a good ride.
My son's turning 4 in a couple weeks, and he's at that age now where like you're really starting to see the personality. I'm sure you're seeing the same thing. It's pretty fun, isn't it, to see that even some of yourself in them, right? Like that's sort of what I'm getting.
Man, I see so much of their mom. Man, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how that all works out. What about speaking of stuff outside the cage? Downtime? Any TV? Any video games? What are you getting into these days?
Call of Duty, man. That's all I ever do is Call of Duty on my downtime. I chilled out on the dog training because I, don't know what's gonna happen. Like, gotta stay safe. But that's it, man. I've been cruising.
And we're looking forward to this fight, man. September 25th, UFC 266. Jalin, always appreciate the time, man. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, I'll give you the last word.
Oh shoot, man! I haven't done this in a while.
You just plug the social media. The sponsors are probably on there, so that's the easy part. You just mention the social media. People go check out your page and they'll see the sponsors. There, I did it for you.
Perfect. The Tarantula MMA for Instagram, Jalin Turner on Twitter, Jalin Turner on Facebook. All my sponsorships are on there, all my sponsors. That's about it.